Hey YouTube, time to do another video, kind of a little bit of another life update. Um, I just got back from a fantastic time in California. I went for about a week's vacation, 4th of July weekend until this past weekend, until yesterday. My sister now lives in Los Angeles, and she got married a little under a year ago. So whenever I do have some vacation time, I go over to LA a lot more often than I used to. And I also decided to go to San Francisco in between the two weekends while she'd be at work. Um, but I had such an amazing time. I really really like the West Coast a lot, especially LA area, San Francisco area. The parts that I've seen so far, just been absolutely amazing. And the more times I go, the more I find that I really just enjoy being there. I enjoy myself, and how I am when I am there. I feel a little bit more free to be authentic and be myself there for some reason. Um, so I think one of the things that this trip really highlighted for me, other than the fact that I know some really amazing people who live in California, and I need to move to be closer to them, including my sister. But it also highlighted to me how much geography matters to just my overall well-being. About the last month or so, right before the trip, um, my stress levels and anxiety levels had just been skyrocketing and elevating to levels I couldn't deal with very well. And I've always prided myself as being someone who, while might be going through different things at different times in my life, and have reasons to be stressed and to be anxious and to be nervous, that I would still be able to manage those stress levels and those anxiety levels well, where I'd, express them, deal with them, know that they're there, but work through them. And for whoever, multitude of reasons, I haven't been able to do that very well, for that last month. And the funniest thing happened when I got to California, almost instantly, almost as soon as I got to see my sister and to be around Armenian people and culture and food. The that insurmountable level of and feeling of my chest is about to burst just went away, and all of a sudden I just was my calm self again, and it was the most wonderful feeling. um, on the flip side, as soon as I got on the plane in LA and heading to Houston and heading back to Nashville, each hour I could feel my anxiety level, my stress level, like just go back right up. And nothing was necessarily going on. I just was going back. I was coming back, and it just showed up again. And I'm finding myself in that space again, and so I know very clearly, just for my own well-being, that I can't stay here for much longer. I obviously have to. I have a job here, and it ties me to here, and I have to stay committed to the commitments that I've made while I'm here. But I need to find my way out, also. And I don't mean to make it sound like some sort of prison or anything, but I need to do what I need to do. Um, and I think one of the other pieces that it really just demonstrated to me was just how important it is that I have access to all the different communities that I call my own. To have Armenian people around and Middle Eastern people around, and the music and culture, or people that just even are familiar with it enough for me to have a conversation, and not feel like it's a teaching moment again. And it's also important for me to have access to queer and trans people, and queer the way I understand queer, not like LGBT. And it felt wonderful to have all of those spaces, and then also reconnect with folks within my field who I feel similarly to me around having access to those communities and understand what I mean by that. I mean, it culminated in me going to a Middle Eastern night at a gay bar in LA with a couple of my friends from the field, and it was like the perfect combination in some ways. I had access to almost all my people in that space, and it felt great. It felt normal. It felt like this is what I'd been looking forward to, and this is what I need to come to and have access to on a regular basis, not just on these random trips every 6 months. And I need this to be my normal. So yeah, I think within the next year or so, my goal will be to leave Nashville and move at least closer to LA or San Francisco, if not right to LA or San Francisco. And also, I think what the whole trip really reinforced for me is that I need to take Nashville for what it is, a temporary situation where I don't necessarily have to worry about building roots or attaching myself or investing myself in personal relationships to a great extent. I'm not going to become some sort of recluse either. I'll have a social life, but I don't need to invest all my time and energy into that. I need to invest my time and energy into my professional life and make sure that that's building me towards success and towards the moves that I want to make, and just stay focused on that. So I'm excited to be doing that. It's going to be a while until I kind of figure out all the pieces as to what that might mean, but it's going to happen, and I feel a lot more optimistic about all of it. Anyway, thank you for listening. I'm also going to post a link to the description of this video. One of the things I've very much appreciated is the feedback that I get from folks on these videos, and I just wanted to be a little bit more intentional about getting that feedback. I know there are folks who watch my videos who also follow me on Twitter or Tumblr or elsewhere, so I just wanted to get an idea of what folks really look for in these videos, as well as any of the other places that you might be following me on, so that I can be also intentional in my online spaces and kind of figure out what makes the most sense in terms of the people who are subscribing and listening, what you all want to hear about and what you really could care less about. So please go to that link. It'll be down below. And it'll be really, really short, just 10 questions, half of which I think are multiple choice. So please shoot me some feedback. Or you can also, if there's not enough space there to leave everything that you wanted to say, please feel free to message me on here, and I'll take that into account too. All right. Thanks, folks. Take care.